Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're peeling back the layers on something that happened just recently, Prime Minister Modi's visit to Cyprus on June 16th. Now, on the surface, you might see the headlines, the handshakes, but, well, this wasn't just a standard diplomatic trip. It looks much more like a calculated strategic move with some pretty significant geopolitical ripples.
That's exactly right. And our mission here really is to unpack why this specific visit, the first by an Indian PM in, over 20 years, why it's more than just news. It feels like a crucial nexus, diplomatically and strategically. We're drawing on sources like Modi's Cyprus visit, a diplomatic and strategic nexus, to understand it.
Okay, so let's jump right in. The immediate signals, the diplomacy on the ground. It was quite something. You had the grand welcome from President Christodoulis in Nicosia, the presidential palace, the whole guard of honor.
Very
Visible.
very visible. And the wreath laying, too, at the statue of Makarios III.
Right, Cyprus's first president. Modi shared images of all this on X. It was a very public display of, strengthening those bilateral ties.
And the timing, with Cyprus about to take over the European Council presidency in 2026, that adds another layer, doesn't it?
It really does. Puts India in a good position, having a close partner chairing those key EU discussions.
And speaking of strengthening ties, there was the award. Modi received the Grand Cross of the Order of Makarios III, Cyprus's highest civilian honor.
His 23rd International Award, I read.
His 23rd, which, says a lot about his global standing and India's rising influence, really. But more than just another medal, it's Cyprus saying, we align with India. That gives India significant diplomatic leverage right there within the EU structure.
Okay, diplomacy sets the stage, but often the real substance, or part of it anyway, is in the economics, right? And the numbers here are interesting.
They are tangible benefits.
Yeah, the Ministry of External Affairs data showed, a 15% jump in Indo-Cypriot trade just in 2024? That's not insignificant.
Not at all.
And Modi dedicating that award to India's 1.4 billion people, that's a powerful gesture. It underscores the trust and friendship he mentioned and confidence in working together.
It does. But let's pivot slightly because the economic side ties into the bigger geopolitical picture. This visit has serious strategic weight, especially when you consider the ongoing tensions with Turkey.
Right. Turkey's relationship with Pakistan has deepened, hasn't it? Including support during India's Operation Sindoor.
Exactly. That support during a period of heightened military tension for India. It showed a clear alignment against Indian interests. So this Cyprus visit, it's not happening in a vacuum. It reads like a strategic countermove. India asserting itself in the region, using Cyprus almost as a strategic foothold.
So Cyprus becomes quite important in this strategic game then. I remember seeing a 2023 EU report that mentions Cyprus aligning with India on security, counterterrorism.
Precisely. That alignment makes Cyprus a key partner for India, potentially challenging Turkey's influence there in the Eastern Mediterranean. Think intelligence sharing, strategic positioning.
It's quite a direct challenge in a way.
It is. And then there's the energy aspect. Cyprus's location, the natural gas exploration, that's a major point of friction with Turkey.
Ah, right. So Modi visiting signals India's interest there too. Diversifying energy sources, maybe.
Absolutely. Diversifying energy, yes, but also strengthening India's presence in that vital energy-rich area. By engaging with Cyprus on this, India implicitly backs Cyprus's claims against Turkey and, maybe more importantly, positions itself as a future player in regional energy security. It adds another layer.
So what we're really seeing here, it seems, is a pretty historic engagement, something that could genuinely reshape not just the India-Cyprus relationship, but India's whole approach to this part of the world. Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. Prime Minister Modi's visit to Cyprus. Clearly a big diplomatic milestone, definitely an economic boost, and a very shrewd geopolitical move.
Yes, all three. It really operated on multiple levels. Which leads to the final thought, perhaps for you listening. What does this very focused diplomatic visit actually tell us about how global power dynamics are shifting? And, how might these new connections, these strengthened ties, actually change alliances in, unexpected ways across the Eastern Mediterranean and maybe even